This is AI.R. Artists in Residence Broadcasting, coming to you once a week from New York City. Hello, I'm John Cullum, and this is my wife, Emily Frankel.
And I picked the topic. And guess what I want to talk about today?
I can't possibly guess.
You don't have to guess.
All right, tell me.
I want to talk about what you would say to your father if you could send a letter to him now, connect with him, or speak to him. Dear Dad, what would you say about you, about us, about life? Anything.
Well, that's a very interesting question. You see, I actually kind of have carried on conversations with my dad for about 20 years.
In your mind?
Yes, I don't talk out loud to him. Occasionally I do. I'd say an expletive or something like that. But I have a confusing kind of situation because I also think of myself as his son, and I think of JD as my son.
That gets confusing, doesn't it?
Well, it does, because I think of me as JD and Dad as myself as Dad.
So it's double kind of thought.
Well, the reason being that I was 36 when JD was born, and my dad was 36 when JD was born. So our relationship, in terms of age, has been pretty identical. And I have found that my attitude toward my father has become more
paternal.
I think of him, he's gotten smarter over the years.
That means you have gotten smarter. I know that.
A lot of the things that I wondered about my dad make a lot more sense now that I've gotten to be his age. And so I care, in a sense, I guess I'm asking myself the questions, don't you think?
I think so. I find that you are more and more, when we talk every once in a while, the way you're thinking, constructing a thought, sounds like your father.
Oh.
More meticulous, a little more
officious.
Yeah.
Daddy-like.
Daddy-like, yeah.
Yeah.
As if I were a little dumb sometimes.
Oh, well, that's not true. No.
Well, do you feel friendly toward him, or do you admire him?
I admire him more and more.
Like I admire you more and more.
Really?
I think you're getting sharper.
Well, I think the same thing about you, which is very interesting. I don't believe that's a quality of getting older necessarily. I think I appreciate you more than I used to.
I think you do. I think you do. I take that.
Okay, you can have it.
I'm holding it.
All right.
But you go back to your father.
Yeah.
Do you want to send him loving thoughts about how he taught you, or do you want to send him thoughts and say, you didn't tell me?
Well, I had a problem with my dad because he didn't communicate with me as much as or at least I didn't think so, as he didn't communicate with me as much as he did his other children. I was a late comer, and I was kidded about being a mistake, and that my mother wouldn't speak to Dad for weeks after she was pregnant with me. So I always kind of felt left out, and in a sense I was a late child. And the other four members of my family kind of treated me, well, my sisters kind of treated me as a little kid or a doll. And,
a doll? Doll John.
Yeah, and we, I guess I shouldn't be saying these things, but they're all gone now, and I don't guess it'll hurt anybody. They, in a sense, I was a a little male kid, and I was kind of the specimen that they could look at without being embarrassed. And
how interesting, John.
yeah.
So the letter that you'd send to your dad would be a loving letter, a friendly letter, but not critical.
No, it would be a questioning letter. I would want to find out a lot of things from him, but that's about it.
Thank you, John. That's very interesting.
Well, thank you.
I'm mailing it.
Oh, okay. Please tell me if you get a reply.
Okay.
Then I'll be a little
Thank you
nervous.
very much, John, for answering my question.
Yes, and we'll see you next week, okay? This is AI.R. See you next week.